I'm doing a little work up in my attic today, trying to fix some of the drain lines off of my air conditioner. So kind of what happened here was when we bought the house, the emergency overflow line off the drip pan had been jerry-rigged, and it was running out through the soffit right there with this piece of flexible black pipe. And I didn't really ever think anything about it. Oh well, no big deal. Well, after about a year, the main line on the evaporator here plugged up, and so when it did, I started getting water spilling over into the drip pan and then spilling out of the drip pan, and it caused a wet spot in my drywall and ceiling downstairs. So at that time I was in a hurry. As an emergency, I came in here, cut it, I jerry-rigged it myself because it's supposed to run over into a sewer drain. So I jerry-rigged it myself and ran a similar line right out through the soffit. Now ever since I've done that, I've had water dripping on my back porch roof for years, and then my gutters plugged up, and then it started to rot out my eaves and my soffits and everything else. So that's a huge mess that's been caused by my laziness. So I finally come through and I fixed them both today. So both of them now are plumbed properly. I've got this little riser cap on your evaporator line, so you can take this cap off. Whoops. And about once or twice a year, dump some bleach down that line, because you'll get this sort of scum that'll build up and it'll plug up your lines. Of course, that's exactly what happened to my line. But keep a little cap on it because you can actually feel a breeze coming out from your air blowing through your evaporator. So just put a little cap on. It's not glued, just sets on there. So anyway, both the lines run over here, and then I'll show you on the other end where they're tied in and how it's set up. So on this end, you can see we've got a whole jumbled mess of pipes. These two actually come off the pressure relief valve, and I'm not sure where the other one comes off of. That might be, oh, pressure relief valve and the drip pan off of the, no, shoot, I'm sorry, whatever. Yeah, okay, this one comes off of the drip pan, off the pressure relief valve. This one here comes off of the drip pan. This is what's coming across from the main dump on my evaporator. So you can see it's running over here, runs back, goes in there, and it drops down inside the wall where it goes down and ties in with the sewer vent somewhere down inside there. What I did on my drip pan line was came through here. This is my drip line coming from the HVAC unit. My drip pan line comes over, and I teed it in with the drip pan off of my water heater. So ideally the drip pans never ever get used, so I think that's an okay exception to make. Each one does not need its own independent sewer line out. So anyway, got it all plumbed up and fixed. Like I said, this is something, when we bought the house, the drip pan on the HVAC was already jerry-rigged. That didn't fail the safety inspection. Whenever we bought it, there was no notes on the inspection about it, or the code inspection. I'm assuming they would have probably failed my replacement on the main line being run out through like that. I'm just guessing. I don't know that, but I think they would have. But anyway, got it all fixed up now, so hey, one step closer to getting this house sold, maybe, if we ever get our house built.